Hi everyone, it's Emma here, just a girl who loves Elvis. Welcome back to episode 2 of our Elvis Christmas series. Today we're stepping through the gates of Graceland at Christmas time. And trust me, once those gates close behind you, the whole world feels softer, warmer, and just a little bit more magical. Like the whole place is permanently on cozy mode. Because Christmas at Graceland wasn't about showing off, it was about showing love. Elvis could make December feel like its own season inside that house. Not winter, not holidays, but something like heart lights. A feeling, an atmosphere that wrapped itself around everyone, a bit like a warm blanket that also sings harmony. People always talk about the blue lights outside the mansion. That deep glowing line that traced the driveway like a halo. And yes, those lights are stunning. And yes, Elvis insisted they stay blue because they reminded him of home. And because blue has always been the colour of his heart. Plus, let's be honest, Elvis and the colour blue? Name a more iconic duo. But inside Graceland, Christmas decorations didn't just decorate the rooms. They decorated the people in them. The living room tree, that tall, elegant beauty, was never picked to impress. It was picked because it sparked joy. Elvis would look at the faces of his family and friends, and if the eyes widened even a millimetre, he'd nod like a man approving the final number of a show. To Elvis, it wasn't about how the lights looked, but what the lights lit up. And if they lit up someone's smile, well, that was the whole point. Christmas Eve dinner at Graceland wasn't a meal. It was a yearly reunion between comfort and joy. And sometimes stretchy waistbands. The table groaned under Southern favourites. Ham and turkey, because Elvis's rule was, it's Christmas, why pick? Cornbread dressing with a soul of its own. Mashed potatoes whipped so smooth, you'd swear the Jordanaires had harmonised over them. Candied yams, shining like they were auditioning for a close-up. Fluffy biscuits designed for one purpose, to deliver gravy to your heart as quickly as possible. And dessert? Well, Elvis loved dessert with the enthusiasm of a man who never trusted a small slice of pie. And honestly, who among us does? Sugar was practically a love language at Graceland, and nobody left that table hungry. Sippers, however, often left early. Those poor things were under more pressure than Colonel Parker. Once the plates were cleared, Graceland transformed into headquarters for full belly laughter. Movie night wasn't planned. It just happened. Someone would ask, "What do you all fancy watching?" And suddenly 14 people had 14 different answers while Elvis just laughed. Because chaos in a living room was one of his favourite sights. Hot chocolate appeared, rich, warm, topped with marshmallows that melted faster than stage makeup under spotlights. Everyone got a mug. Elvis loved everyone to be treated the same. And the jokes, real, messy, honest family jokes, the kind that only happen when people feel safe, loved, and slightly oversugared. Now gifts, because Elvis didn't just give good gifts. Elvis gave experiences wrapped in kindness. He gave from instinct, from noticing, from caring. If someone admired a bracelet even a second too long, it was theirs by morning. If a friend was struggling, Elvis wouldn't say a word, not because he didn't care, but because caring loudly wasn't his style. He'd quietly slip an envelope into the hand and flash that soft smile that somehow said, "Go on now, be good to yourself." And the children, oh, he adored making Christmas magical for children. Toys, dolls, bikes, games, and occasionally something so big you'd wonder if Santa had used Graceland's back door. To Elvis, giving wasn't a performance, it was a prayer. A way of saying, "I see you, I care." And he believes kindness stood tallest when nobody was watching. A belief the world could still use more of. Eventually the noise softened, like a curtain lowering after a perfect show. And Elvis, with that quiet spirit of his, would drift towards the piano or into the hall, where gospel lived in the walls. Some nights he'd play, some nights he'd listen. Every night he felt the weight and wonder of Christmas. Faith wasn't a performance for Elvis. It was home, a refuge, a place he returned to like a man stepping into the warmth after a long winter walk. His gratitude ran deep for his blessings, his family, his music, the people who loved him, and the God he believed guided him through it all. When Elvis prayed, he prayed with such gentle sincerity that the whole room seemed to pause just to listen. Elvis didn't just put up decorations. He protected the atmosphere. He insisted on kindness, on togetherness, on no one being left out, on laughter without judgment, gifts without expectation, and love without conditions. There was no ego at Christmas, no hierarchy, just people, all equal, all cherished, sharing warmth in a home lit by blue lights and enormous hearts. His Christmas checklist was simple. Treasure them, feed them, comfort them, surprise them, laugh with them, pray with them, love them. So that was our deeper look into Christmas at Graceland. A place where the holidays weren't just celebrated, but felt. If you enjoyed being here with me, please like and subscribe and share. It truly means the world. Join me next time for episode 3, where we talk about the Christmas lights at Graceland. And oh my, that story shines brighter than Vegas wiring. You do not want to miss it. But until then, take care, hold your loved ones close, and have yourself a Merry Elvis Christmas.